Am I the asshole for wanting to leave my husband for leaving my side to attend a friend's wedding just after my dad got admitted to the hospital for cancer? I apologize for the long post in advance. My husband and I have been married for almost 2 years. Like any marriage, it is not without flaws. I am not perfect, neither is he. His biggest issue with me is that I have not lost weight, even after promising multiple times that I would try. I truly acknowledge that it's not fair to him. The panic attacks before an event, the lack of interest in going anywhere or being around people, or posting photos online. He feels like I have robbed him of a happy marriage for the past 2 years because of my insecurities. However, a lot of those insecurities stem from some horrible comments he's made to me about my appearance. And I guess my thinking was, if my own husband feels like this, what will others think of me, leading to me not wanting to go anywhere or posting photos. I've had issues with him being a provider. He moved from another country, and I knew it would take some time for his employment visa to come through. So I stepped up for us and worked really hard trying to provide for us, pay off debt, and keep us going. During this time, instead of studying for his license exam, he sat around and watched TV. He finally got his employment visa and settled for the first job that gave an offer, and pays him $50K, even though I know he's capable of making $70K minimum because he has supervisorial experience. He had to take 2 prerequisite classes before starting his master's, and he made a B and a C in them because he was being lazy. I have my master's. We are both in the same field, and he needs his master's in order to get his license. But these are all things we can work out. My current issue right now is this: my dad got diagnosed with leukemia maybe 3 weeks ago. It all happened so fast, the diagnosis, dad getting admitted to the hospital, etc. My husband's best friend is getting married in the country my husband was originally from. Originally my husband and I were supposed to attend together. 2 months ago, I had to back out of attending and lie to his friends that I couldn't attend due to work, when in reality, my husband's mother said some really vile and hateful things about me and my family to my husband. She sent him a 9-minute voice note, and I was not comfortable staying in their home after that. My husband told me it was best if I don't attend because his parents were upset and worried people from his community would start talking that their daughter-in-law is staying elsewhere when visiting their country. So I lied to everyone saying I couldn't attend because of work, just to save his parents' reputation. But 3 weeks ago, after Dad got diagnosed with leukemia, we were in such a chaotic state, trips back and forth to the hospital, making runs for whatever he was in the mood to eat or drink, trying to be of support to my parents. Dad even got an infection and was moved to the ICU, and I was a sobbing mess, away from my parents. I couldn't believe that my husband was still attending his friend's wedding. I tried to brush off these thoughts and convince myself that it's his best friend, and he probably also misses his parents. We saw them for 2 weeks last year. But it kept bothering me inside that he left me in the middle of this storm to attend a wedding. Then this past Friday, I attended a prayer service for my dad and another family friend who was sick, and an auntie came up and asked where my brother was. Only my mom and sisters attended the service. I explained that he was in the hospital with my dad. She then asked me if my husband was also with my dad, and I told her that no, he flew back for a wedding, and she stared at me with such a shocked expression. And in that moment, I wanted to burst out crying because it made me feel like I wasn't crazy for expecting my husband to cancel his plans and stay by my side. Like, God forbid, if his parents, even his mom, was sick, I would have rushed to be with them, for my husband, if no one else. But he prioritized a wedding over me, when his wife needed him the most. I cried to my husband over the phone, explaining how hurt I was. And he told me it was unfair because I should have told him I didn't want him to go. But I reminded him that even when his mom was so nasty to me and was against me staying in an Airbnb, he opted to still attend and asked me to stay back, so that it wouldn't cause issues for his parents' reputation. And I also told him that he is my husband. I shouldn't have to ask him to not attend a wedding when his wife is an inconsolable mess and dealing with such a painful family issue. He apologized, but I don't know. I'm struggling to find it in me to forgive him. Everything else I can get past, all the issues in our marriage. But this, when I needed him the most, it feels like he deserted me. It feels like betrayal. I have been toying with the idea of divorce. But I don't know if I am being overly emotional. He called me crazy for getting all upset over this, but I don't know. I guess I'm just hoping to see if anyone else had any ideas or thoughts on this.